Hello, I'm Audrey Canada. I'm a voice actor, and I was just interviewed by Keith Andrew. I think he's doing a wonderful thing here, raising awareness, showing that learning disabilities do not hold you back.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Keith Andrew, and don't worry about that. It's special effects, so I can edit.
All
Ladies
right.
and gentlemen, my name is Keith Andrew, and you're watching the Keith Andrew Network, available of the sit down only on Instagram and TikTok. Tongue tied, Instagram and TikTok, but yet it's shared everywhere. Today, we just got finished doing a great episode 1061. First question I want to ask for great guests is when I first approached you to be a guest on my talk show, what made you say yes? How do you feel now? And would you recommend it to other people?
So, the reason I said yes was you approached me professionally, and it wasn't, you came off right, essentially, for lack of a better way to put it. You came off right in it. And would I do this again? Well, for sure, right? I had a lot of fun. And would I recommend this? Yeah, for sure. It's interesting and it's fun to be able to share and learn, share perspectives and talk and learn things.
Absolutely. I do have actually two more questions I want to ask you. It's actually, let's do a new segment called bonus questions. So
All
the
right.
first one I want to ask you is what was difficult about being a voiceover actor for you?
For me, and this will probably resonate with a lot of other voice actors, really just it's to be expected that you won't get every role, but there's those times where you're like not booking anything, especially when you're early on. And you're like, wow, am I actually as bad at this? Was it luck that I got those other roles? That's probably the main thing, is just you'll hear 100 no's before you get a yes sometimes.
Now, do you consider yourself, well, my sister likes to says I have a big ego, but sometimes my head's on my ass. Do you consider yourself like a local celebrity? And have you ever thought about doing any Comic Cons?
Local celebrity.
Like have people walked up to you, it's like, oh, I recognize your voice.
No. What does happen is when people do hear me speak, they're like, I am being remembered now in like places. So I guess sort of right. I've gone to places and it's like, oh, voice guy. And I'm like, hi, I guess I am a voice guy. So I guess in a very small circle of where I tend to go, sort of. Yeah, but not, I wouldn't say local celebrity. And for your second question, what was it again?
Actually, that was a good question. I forgot what it was.
um, oh, Comic Cons.
Yes.
Yes. For sure. Um, I sort of like the idea of doing a performance for a character that's beloved enough to where people are like, well, I want to meet this guy. I think that's cool. I'd like that. I'd like that. If I ever get fans, I would gladly go and meet them at Comic Cons or what have you.
It's funny. You probably are thinking, do I have fans? I've been doing this for 10 and a half years. I'm like, kind of, maybe. I have some subscribers. I have
Yeah.
maybe that counts. But I
Mhm.
always played with the idea of, asking people like, I like going to big events or Hudson Valley Comic Con, another good one. But the thing is you don't know. Like my brother says I'm an idiot because I buy lottery tickets. And there's a TV show called Reaper where the devil, Ray White, refers to buying lottery tickets as the idiot tax. But you never know.
Yeah.
But the point is, if I bought a table, and if you're interested, maybe we can do this one day. I'll go half on a table. If you sit there, you're kind of hoping 1061 episodes, there has to be someone besides family who know who the hell you are.
Right.
Otherwise, you're going to sit there with a thumb up your ass saying, this was a horrible idea because no one knows who I am. Have you ever thought about that? Is that why you don't want to do like your own meet and greets?
Mm. Um, I, I don't know. Like, it's in the back of my mind, like I said, that I would like the idea, but it's also been in a situation where I've been doing well, I've been doing consistently well for the past couple of months. That if it doesn't happen, I guess it's not gonna. I don't know. I would love to resonate with someone that well. I don't know because I don't want it to sound weird, but like you know how some mega fans are, where like this character is my favorite character. I have 20 figures of it. I would like the idea of resonating with someone to the point where they really like a character, but obviously I don't want to. I guess I don't want a super fan, but I would like to be able to touch some people's minds, souls with a performance, if that makes sense.
No, I agree with you. There's a difference between a stalker and a fan. I give you an
Yeah,
example. And if you're in a public place, a mall, a restaurant, an airport, expect people, and I talk with my hands, force a habit,
yeah, I get you.
expect people to walk up to you and say, "Can we take a picture? Can I shake your hand or something?" Where you cross the line is, and I noticed one guy who works for a company. I won't say it. I can tell you off the air, but he's like, oh, he drops them off at, I don't know, like at a hotel or something. And it's like, how the hell do you know where these people are staying? And you hang out at outside the hotel, you follow them into the hotel, or you just randomly record them just
Mm,
because, oh, it's your privilege. That's where you cross the line. But if
yeah,
you're like, for an example, if I met you, was like, oh, wait, before I know you're really busy, can we take a picture? Can I just shake your hand? But you're in a public place. That's
yeah,
okay because you're in the public eye. If you're in a private place, then you're going to come off like an asshole about it. It's like, oh, who's this creeper? You know what
yeah.
I mean? It's when you're in the media, you're going to have everything 50-50. So your guard's going to be up, but you don't want to have your guard up when you're interacting with a wrong person. I mean, it's always good to be careful, but
Yeah,
it's be selective.
exactly.
But with that being said, it's going to kick us off in 1 second. It was a real honor and privilege having you as a guest. I hope I made a great impression on you, and I'm looking forward to part two. So until we meet again,
Same
catch you
here.
later.
Take care.
For people who want to know what is the Keep Angie Network, the whole point of my talk show is to show you that even with having a learning disability, I can still amount to something. And at the same time, I'm able to turn myself into an example for people out there dealing with any types of learning disabilities and disabilities to never give up and prove people wrong. Prove to them that labels do not dictate who you are and who you're going to be. To prove them, I still amount to something.